Hello, and welcome back to the Time Vault. Today we're diving deep, quite literally, into a story of technological triumph that reshaped naval history forever. We're talking about a vessel that didn't just sail the seas, but redefined what it meant to command them. This is the story of the USS Nautilus, SSN 571. Before the Nautilus, the submarine was a creature of compromise. It was a surface ship that could temporarily submerge. Bound by the limits of its diesel-electric engines, it had to surface frequently to run its noisy diesel engines, recharge its batteries, and vent toxic fumes. This made them vulnerable, predictable, and limited their operational range. They were ambush predators, effective but with a short leash. The oceans were vast, and the reach of these early submarines was frustratingly small. Navies around the world dreamed of a true submarine, one that could live and breathe underwater indefinitely. The question was, how? The answer wouldn't come from tinkering with existing designs. It required a quantum leap in power generation. That leap came from the burgeoning field of nuclear physics. The idea of harnessing the atom for peaceful, mobile power was a driving force of the post-war era. And no one championed this vision more fiercely than a brilliant and famously demanding naval officer, Captain Hyman G. Rickover. Often called the father of the nuclear navy, Rickover was a force of nature. He was relentless, brilliant, and utterly convinced that nuclear power was the key to American naval supremacy. He fought through bureaucratic red tape, technical skepticism, and immense engineering challenges with a singular focus. His vision wasn't just about a new engine, it was about creating a new class of warship, one that would make the old rules of naval warfare obsolete. Rickover's persistence paid off. On January 21, 1954, a pivotal moment in history unfolded. At Groton, Connecticut, First Lady Mamie Eisenhower christened the revolutionary new submarine. As the bottle of champagne broke across its sleek black hull, the USS Nautilus was born. But its journey was just beginning. Almost a year later, on January 17, 1955, at 11 a.m., Commander Eugene P. Wilkinson, the Nautilus's first commanding officer, transmitted a message that would echo through history: underway on nuclear power. For the first time, a vessel was moving under the sustained, incredible energy of a controlled atomic reaction. The age of the nuclear submarine had begun. So, what made the Nautilus so revolutionary? It all came down to its heart, the S-2W naval reactor. This pressurized water reactor used nuclear fission to generate immense heat. This heat boiled water, creating high-pressure steam that spun turbines, which in turn propelled the submarine and generated all its electricity. The genius of this system was its self-sufficiency. Unlike a diesel engine that craved air, the nuclear reactor needed none. This meant the Nautilus wasn't just a submersible, it was a true underwater vessel. Its only limitation for staying submerged was the amount of food and supplies it could carry for its crew. Weeks, even months, could pass without ever needing to surface. This was a paradigm shift. Life aboard the Nautilus was a glimpse into a new reality. The constant thrum of diesel engines was replaced by the quiet hum of the reactor and its machinery. The air, purified by advanced filtration systems, was cleaner than in many cities. The crew enjoyed amenities previously unheard of in a submarine, like a jukebox and an ice cream machine, small comforts that made a huge difference during long, submerged patrols. The vessel became a self-contained world, a steel microcosm of human ingenuity, cruising silently beneath the waves. The Nautilus was no longer just a weapon, it was a habitat, a testament to what was possible when science and engineering were pushed to their absolute limits. With this newfound freedom, the Nautilus immediately began shattering records. It could travel faster submerged than most surface ships of its day. It cruised from its launch site in New London, Connecticut, to San Juan, Puerto Rico, covering over 1,300 miles in less than 90 hours, completely submerged. This was the longest submerged voyage by a submarine and at the highest sustained speed ever recorded at the time. The world's navies watched in awe. Here was a submarine that couldn't be easily tracked, couldn't be easily outrun, and could appear anywhere, anytime. The strategic balance of power on the world's oceans was shifting right before their eyes. But the Nautilus's most legendary achievement was yet to come. In the midst of the Cold War, the Arctic Ocean was a strategic frontier, a frozen, contested no man's land. Could a submarine travel under the North Pole? It was a mission straight out of science fiction. The challenges were immense: crushing ice floes, unpredictable magnetic fields that rendered traditional compasses useless, and the terrifying prospect of being trapped with no way to surface. Previous attempts had failed, but in 1958, under the utmost secrecy, the Nautilus embarked on Operation Sunshine. Under the command of Commander William R. Anderson, the Nautilus slipped beneath the ice of the Chukchi Sea. Navigating with a revolutionary and experimental inertial navigation system, the crew threaded their vessel through a treacherous underwater labyrinth of ice keels that plunged thousands of feet from the surface. For 96 hours, they were in a world of blue-black darkness, a silent journey under the roof of the world. Then, on August 3, 1958, at 11:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Commander Anderson announced to his crew, "For the world, our country, and the Navy, the North Pole." The Nautilus had become the first vessel in history to reach the geographic North Pole. It was a monumental feat of navigation, engineering, and pure courage. When the submarine finally surfaced near Greenland, the news electrified the world, showcasing American technological prowess at a critical moment in the Cold War. The Nautilus's career continued for over 2 decades. It served as a pioneer, a test bed, and a fully operational attack submarine. It paved the way for the entire fleet of nuclear-powered submarines that followed, from the ballistic missile boomers that became a cornerstone of nuclear deterrence to the fast attack subs that hunt and patrol the depths today. Every modern nuclear submarine from any navy around the world owes its existence to the lessons learned and the boundaries broken by the USS Nautilus. Its influence cannot be overstated. It changed naval doctrine, strategic planning, and the very geography of maritime power. After 25 years of distinguished service and sailing over 500,000 miles, the USS Nautilus was decommissioned in 1980. But its story was far from over. Recognized for its immense historical significance, it was designated a National Historic Landmark. Today, the Nautilus rests peacefully at the Submarine Force Library and Museum in Groton, Connecticut, the very place where it was built. It stands as a public museum, a silent, powerful monument to a revolutionary era. Millions of visitors have walked its decks, peering into the cramped quarters and marveling at the technology that once seemed like fantasy. It's a tangible link to the past, a reminder of the audacity and ingenuity that propelled humanity into the atomic age. The USS Nautilus is more than just a retired submarine. It is a symbol of exploration, a testament to the power of a bold idea, and a tribute to the thousands of engineers, scientists, and sailors who dared to make the impossible a reality. It represents a moment in time when the rules changed, when the ocean's depths were finally unlocked, and when a single ship forever altered the course of history. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the story of the USS Nautilus. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, please hit that like button, subscribe to the Time Vault, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. We'll see you next time.